The strange thing is, Boris Johnson, and you've always been very generous about Boris Johnson, and you wanted to see the agony of Brexit not being completed. Well, we wanted to see that got over the line, and it was. And yet Boris Johnson seems to have bonded with Joe Biden over wind energy, over net zero, over COP26 in the most extraordinary way. What do you make of these promises for net zero?
Well, I think it's ridiculous. And I think wind is a horrible thing for Scotland. And I got to see it because I own great properties in Scotland and Ireland. And I look at these magnificent fields with these horrible windmills all over them. And windmills is a nice term, I guess turbines. And they're starting to rust because once they're there for a couple of years, they start to rust and wear out and look terrible, look even worse. And I'm looking at it and you know, you're talking about a place that really has a lot of energy in so many different ways. You have a lot of hydro, but you have a lot of energy. And when I look at all of these things that need subsidy, because they don't work without subsidy, they need subsidy. And what so many countries, not just your country, not just UK, it's all over the place. You fly over, I'm saying, what a shame what they've done. Well, and you know that environmentalists are liking this stuff. I think they hate the world.
Boris says we're going to be the Saudi Arabia of wind, which is well and good when the wind blows.
I think it's a shame. I'm in Aberdeen. They built this ugly wind farm in the ocean. It's so disgusting to look at it. It's a shame. I built one of the greatest golf courses. It's been so reviewed in the world. And now you look at, you know, not very far off. You know, when these things are 20 and 30 stories tall, the monsters, they can be far out, and they're not far out. They're right on top of you. No, I think it's a shame what's happened in Scotland, in UK, all over the place. You take a look. I think Ireland's been better about it. If you want to know the truth, they've been tougher. And other countries are getting tougher. But wind is the most expensive form of energy. And remember, every 10 years you have to replace those monsters. And a lot of times they don't bother. You know what they do? They just let them rot. They kill all the birds.
No, but Boris
they are
is
so bad.
But Boris is he's hooked
he's
on
wrong.
this.
Boris is wrong. If he's going heavy into wind, I mean, you're telling me, but if he's going heavy into wind, he's wrong. He's making a big mistake.
He is. You've always been nice about him, but he's.
No, I like him. I get along with him. I've always gotten along with him. He's gone a little bit on the more liberal side. But I'll tell you, with energy, I'm surprised that he would allow that to happen because you have one of the most beautiful countries in the world and you're destroying it with all these wind turbines all over the place.